104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. Right now, the man of the hour in Albany sports is Will Brown starting to come down on you and want you to mess up a little bit so you can get the spotlight back over there at Coach Gattuso?
I don't know. I'm not sure we even let him have the spotlight, so we're not sure about that. We'll see how it goes. But he's a big guy. He knows how to get the spotlight back.
UAlbany Great Danes football coach Greg Gattuso with us. So Coach, you start the season on a very high note. I was worried that there was a chance you guys kind of let off against what was perceived as a lesser opponent by the press in Rhode Island. You beat them too. Now Holy Cross. What has to happen this week to continue the winning streak?
The big thing is just to continue to do what we're doing. I think we knew last year that we got out of who we were, and as I told the kids, we were fractured on our team internally with some issues and some people not bought into the system, and it only takes a few, to hurt your team. We were hurting a little bit in the injury department. There's a lot of things going on last year, and we started to regroup at the end of the year and into the spring and in the winter program. And the bottom line is, we're healthy mentally, we're healthy as a group, and we have a healthy environment we're in our culture. So hopefully we can continue to do what we're doing. We're not doing anything special. We're holding on to the football. We're playing hard on defense and we're minimizing mistakes, and that's who we are right now. And if we can continue to do that, we'll have a chance to win Saturday night.
So you're not, throwing in the hook and ladder and a bunch of trick plays. This is just lunch pail football. Get in there to do your job.
And even teams that are fancy offenses they take care of the little things, and it's really about your group of people you have together. And I love this group right now. We're working hard. We're concentrating not just on field stuff, but one of the big goals this year obviously is to go to the playoffs and win the conference. But the kids are pushing hard to try to get to a 3.0 GPA, and I think we all understand if we're doing things right everywhere, it shows up on the field, and they're believing that, and it's true. And so we're going to go out and play our best game Saturday. These guys beat us up last year and embarrassed us last year, and I told them it's gone. Let's just go out and play our game. So it'll be interesting. It was a tough week going into Rhode Island,
right.
But every week in football is a tough week, and you got to be ready to go.
Coach Greg Gattuso of the UAlbany Great Danes right here at 104.5 The Team. So, Coach, who are the Great Danes? Before the season, you guys were towards the bottom of your conference. Now you're on the coaches' poll. Where are you guys? Have you reached your ceiling yet, or is this one of those situations where people haven't seen anything yet?
Well, I don't know exactly who we are right now. I know I like who we are out of the gates, and that's a big thing. Even last year, we were 2-2 at the end of 4 games, but we did not play well. I think we're in a building process still. We're in year 3 of this development. I like where we're at. I think we're ahead of schedule, and we'll go as far as our quarterbacks can take us right now. And we won a game last week without a whole lot of contribution at quarterback and a couple mistakes, and we need to be able to play better at that position. They know it, and but I've been happy with our defense. I've been happy with our offensive line. I think our running back has been outstanding, and our tight ends have been excellent. So we're just going to keep grinding and trying to grow these quarterbacks. It just takes time with quarterbacks. It doesn't happen overnight.
How many players have nicknames on your team? Because I look at the box score and some of those last names. I know you deal with them every day, but me, I look at them and go, yeah, player number 3.
They all have. There's a lot of nicknames flying around for the coaching staff. Elijah E.B. Token Hanks is EB, and Fusani Traore is Fu, and we've got some tongue twisters there that we have to we have nicknames. We have nicknames for all of them.
Right.
They all have different names, and we got Worm, and we got Big Kev, and we have Fu and EB, and I called Nevin a few names last week. I'm not sure I can say, but
I was gonna say, who's the nickname that wants to lose it? So it's Nevin right now.
Yeah, right now we're looking for a nickname for Nevin that we can say on the air.
Coach Greg Gattuso, UAlbany Great Danes, home game.
Yeah, finally.
What do we as supporters of UAlbany football need to do? Come out and be loud?
Yeah, come out. Part of this process, the fun part of this process, is building a fan base. I think UAlbany was a small stadium in the past, and at a lower level of football, and I think now we're playing Division I football. We just beat a Division I BCS team. There's a lot of good things going on, but it's going to be a roller coaster ride here for a little while, and it isn't this level. And the fans being behind us is a really big part of our team, and to give us energy when we come out on the field. There's nothing like it, and so we're hoping the fans are going to come out. We have the 5 o'clock game day experience that there's bands and food and all kind of things going on for kids. So it's Coach Mark, I call him Coach Benson, but Mark Benson has done a great job trying to increase our fan day, and hopefully everyone's going to come out and see us.
Yeah, we've got Mark coming up in a little bit to go over some of the stuff. Like, if you're a fringe football fan but you want to go out and root on the Danes, he's going to give us a lot of the reasons off the field. Last question, Coach. In order for UAlbany to win this weekend, who has to go out there and just really do a great job?
I think we've got to stay and play who we are. That's win the turnover battle, get our big plays and eliminate big plays. It's who we've been when we've been good. Our record when we win the turnover battle and is we're 80%. Over the last 3 years. So it's a big deal, and we work hard at it. So we got to go out and play our game. They have a tremendous quarterback. By the end of the year, he'll be the leading passer in Patriot League history. We've got our hands full, but we got to go play our best game, hopefully.
All right, you guys limit the mistakes, and we'll maximize the noise, and hopefully UAlbany gets another win.
Beautiful. Thanks.